everyone, this is Jeannie Dickson, and I am so excited to be sharing with you this mini art video for CAS Art. Today I will be demonstrating some fun techniques found in my book, Hello Watercolor. We're going to be painting a coneflower, and as you can see, this flower has a very textured center. So we're going to be using a technique called scumbling to create this effect in a very easy and fun way. Whenever I'm painting a new flower, I like to create a small sketch on a scrap piece of paper just so that I can familiarize myself with the overall shape of the flower. Here I have paints in different brands: Cadmium Yellow Deep, Winsor Orange, Quinacridone Red, Permanent Rose, Burnt Umber, and Sap Green. With a round brush size 8, we're going to begin to paint the center of the flower with our scumbling technique. So I'm going to pick up a thick mixture of yellow, Cadmium Yellow Deep, and we're just going to begin to dab to start creating the base of the center of the flower. And you can use a thicker consistency so that the color is more concentrated towards the bottom, and you're just going to keep dabbing all the way to maybe halfway of the overall shape of the center of the flower. Now I've rinsed my brush, and with a lighter value of the same color, I'm just going to finish up that overall shape. While it's still wet, I'm going to drop in a little bit of Winsor Orange. Now moving on to the petals, I'm creating a light mixture of Permanent Rose diluted with some water, and with the tip of your brush you're going to paint the first half of the first petal. So begin with the tip of your brush, and you're going to apply full pressure as you go down, and then you're going to do the same to paint the other half of the petal. I'm going to drop in a little bit of a concentrated mix of Permanent Rose just on the top and bottoms of the petals to give them a little bit more depth. Now that I've allowed everything to dry completely, I'm going to be adding a second layer of scumbling. So with a thick mixture of Quinacridone Red, I'm going to start adding that second layer. And now I'm adding a third layer of scumbling, and this time I'm using Burnt Umber. Halfway, I switched to using Quinacridone Red, and this is just to help the Burnt Umber blend more easily with the orange in the background. A good tip is to have a heat tool to help you with the drying process. Now that everything is dry, I'm going to paint my second set of petals, and since those bottom ones are already dry, I can paint right over them without having any blending issues. So I'm just creating those second set of petals and adding a little bit of a thicker color towards the bottom and the top to give it more depth. Now imagine where the stem of the flower is behind those petals, and with a little bit of sap green and burnt umber, you're going to be painting that stem with the very tip of your brush to create that thin line. I'm going to be using this oval brush to paint the leaves, so grabbing a little bit of sap green, and this is a fairly thick mixture. I'm going to be painting the first leaf and just picking up a little bit of burnt umber to tone down that green. I'm going to paint the first leaf starting at the top and then less pressure as I go down to create those thinner strokes. And here is our final piece, a quick and simple coneflower. If you decide to give this a try, don't forget to tag me and CassArt so we can see your creations.